Hello monsters around here and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 Immortal Empires and a brand new campaign as Skrag. That's right, he is of course the big chef of the ogres. He carries a big cauldron behind. He's basically Gordon Ramsay. He's Gordon Ramsay. If Gordon Ramsay cut his hands off and replaced them with meat cleavers, which let's face it, he's about 3 episodes of Kitchen Nightmares away from doing. Now, as I record this, football may well be coming home, may well not be coming home. We don't know. It's Schrodinger's football. All I know is that 1, I know nothing about football, and 2, England will be playing like absolute garbage according to literally everyone until they win, at which point they will be playing an amazing game. But no point before that. Anyway, so I don't actually know anything about football, so I'm not going to say anything more about it, because, I don't know, it's just a bunch of people in short shorts kicking a football around a big green space. Good for them. They get paid a lot to do it. Fair play. If I could run around in short shorts and get paid a lot to do it, I know I'd do it. But I don't. Alas, unfortunately, people pay me not to wear short shorts. So we've got Gar here. Gar is a hunter. And he is... Hang on, he's a farter. Oh. He's a farter. Well, he's got more speed, and he's also got an ability fart. Does nothing. Feels good. Great. Good. I do have the mod, the Great Ogre-Haul. Ogre-Haul. Because ogres, let's face it, aren't very good. Now, with any luck, with the next DLC incoming, they will get an update and finally take their place in a bunch of factions that aren't complete garbage. But until then, we've got a mod that changes a bunch of stuff. In fact, so much stuff that I'm not entirely sure what it does change. I almost played it with SFO as well, but unfortunately it looked like it really made things janky, so I was a bit, I don't really know if these two things are gonna mesh together particularly well, so I decided to drop SFO in the meantime. So we're going to take Gar here. I'm going to pop him in this army. You know what, I'm going to call him, hang on. I'm going to call him Bear Grylls. Grills. I don't know if that's the right, because I bet he likes drinking his own piss. Probably. Who doesn't, right? And so Skrag's traits are he gets access to underway stance for all armies, which is actually really fucking useful. Particularly for ogres who start in the mountains. Obviously, we don't start in the mountains, but if you start in the mountains here, then obviously having the underway stance, very, very useful. Ogres don't. But we do, that's nice. We get all campaign movement range as well. Nice. We get hero capacity for butchers and also recruit rank for the same. I mean, it's only 2, right? If it was like 10, I could see the use for it. If it was like 5, I could see the use for it. But 2, it's like another spell rank, isn't it? Meh. 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 Oh well. We also get Gore Harvester, so his replenishment for Gorgers is increased by 8%, upkeep reduction for Gorgers. We also have Gorger Onslaught. That's right, we like Gorgers for some reason. I think it's because he carries around a bunch of food and they're hungry all the time, because they're basically little mutant baby ogres that the ogres are sort of like, well, we don't have social health care, so instead what we're going to do is the next best thing and just chuck them in a cave and let them fend for themselves, which I guess that's a method. Anyway, we're going to start off by beating up Marius Weber here. He's a weeb, so he deserves death. First battle of a brand new campaign. It's got that barbecue smell, but unknown meat. Unknown meat but it still smells good. Kind of tastes a bit like chicken. If you're new to the channel and you haven't been put off already, then hi there. And if you're wondering how I'm managing to control these units, I know words. I can do speaking and playing video games at the same time. Ladies, controlling units at the same time is because this is a replay. I've fought the battle already. Save the replay. This is the replay. We're watching the replay. This is what I did previously. And now we can see all the fun stuff. rather than playing the game from up here, which is what I usually do, to be honest. I'm usually like this. Actually, what I'm usually like is this. It's like slow motion, stopping it every so often, going, okay, where is everyone? Okay, starting again. That's what I normally do, but that's tedious. So we're just gonna enjoy the show. Look at these lovely little ogre babies. These are ogre babies. Lovely. Look at them go. Nom 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 nom. Jesus. The Gorgers sweep in from the back, taking out those crossbows long before they can get any shots off. Our ogres already bludgeoning their way through the front line. And what I love about ogres is the fact that you get lots of jam. Poignant talking about football because a lot of these guys definitely were supporting the England team at some point. Also, according to according to Twitter, football is not coming home again. Although why this is a surprise to anyone, I don't know. It never comes home. It literally never comes home. They keep saying it. It doesn't know the way home. It's been locked in a garage for God knows how many years. It ain't coming home. You can put as many posters up as you like. Just get a new one. We need to make a new sport and then lose at that one. Now, something I did forget to do was the old... Ooh, do I want the meat? I do want the meat. I'll take the meat. 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 Let's. Right, so we're going to go with... Let's go bloody and raw. Full melee attack. Got forbidden rods. Alright, let's get in here. Because we want this. But before we do that... let's give ourselves... I'm going to go with Bull Gorger. Indeed, and right, we're going to go increase mobility because that's never a bad choice. Also, the forbidden rod is actually very nice for Skrag. That's going to be hugely useful. Now we do start off with Karak Angazar, which does have moo cows, which does increase growth. Mind you, all of our settlements are going to be tier 3 anyway. So is there any point in that? I kind of want to go with a safe. You know what? I don't think there's any point going economy building, so we're just going to do that. We're going to do that, and we're going to take Matorka. I really do question the whole connecting it to his back. I guess it's better than connecting it to his nipples. That would be a bit Slaneshy, wouldn't it? The old nipple. Looking at the old nipple rings. A lot of nipple rings though in the ogre army, isn't there? Should I? I'm just saying that maybe it's a good look. I do identify with the moves they have, so I don't know. Maybe. I'll think about it. I'll mull it over. I'll be honest, looking at his apron, I don't think he'd get a particularly high hygiene rating from the council, though. It's probably not looking good. Yeah, also not sure about... Yeah. Anyway, so we're surrounding him with the Gorgers. We've got the Gorgers and the... What's they? Noblar Trappers, that's it. I mean, eventually I'll get rid of all the Noblars because the Noblars are kind of trash. So why not just take more Ogres? That's my thinking. Don't get me wrong. I love a little Goblin boy, but not Noblars. Get the Gorgers in here. The Gorgers do have a nice beefy extra... 20 bonus versus infantry. Oof. Ooh, and they are a devastating flanker. Very nice. Meanwhile, we've got the Saber Tusk pack over here. These guys, of course, are not stalking, so they are visible. Unlike these guys, who are invisible, which means they got a unit that's hasn't really turned to face us, but is sort of heading in the general direction. They've now turned to Not entirely sure what they're doing, to be honest. Never mind, not really important. They have spotted the gorges now, but we are now coming in from both. We're creating a nice meaty man sandwich. Have you ever been a man sandwich? Let me know in the comments. What was it like? Did you enjoy it? Would you do it again? I don't know. Nice beefy ogre charge there. Plenty of jam. I'll be honest. If the first army was easy to kill, this one's going to be child's play. There we go. I think they're all broken, or as good as. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Two losses, not bad. Not bad at all. Bloody and raw. Gore Harvester gives a regeneration aura? What? Right, so intensity is up to 0.05, physical resistance up to 20% figure. Right. Affect units in range max 1. Okay. Durations forever. Effect range. Okay. Does that mean it just affects Skrag? I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. I still think they should be able to pick all the names. There should be like 10 names. And you should just be able to get them all. Bone Crusher's an AoE, and I want an AoE. So we'll grab that. We'll grab that one. And we're going to get some... I'm just going to get dual weapons, I think. All the better to smush you with, my dear. Right, we're going to get Camp Huddle. It's going to take 3 turns. We don't get a camp until then, do we? No, so we just have to make do without for the moment. But I think we'll probably be okay. We do get gorges, depending on... Is it the amount of food? Yes, so if we have a certain amount of meat, 50 to 99 is scrounging. So leadership reduction for Skrag and non-gorger units. We get more speed. Meat provided by all sources is increased. And we get a moderate chance of gorgers being added to the Regiment of Renown pool, which is quite fun. It's nice, isn't it? It's a nice little change. I like that. Oh. Ever famished. Jesus, Confederation already? What the fuck happened there? Alright, let's have a quick look at your big name. What's the other one we could have? Ever famished. Yeah, well it is, yes. Oh, I see, so we can only change it in 2 turns, right. Meat provided by camps, meat gained from battles. Okay, I'm going to be honest, that's kind of garbage. Probably won't get it. Probably won't get it. Now, in the meantime, we want to head towards you. That's the quickest way. So we're just meander in this general direction over here. We want to do some recruitment. To be honest, I wouldn't mind getting some more Winds of Magic, but we can't. So we're not going to do that then. That's fine. Won't bother. Ignore me. It's all good. How long do we have this buff for? Okay, another 4 turns. Can only do that then. Fine. Right. We're gonna go straight for Akendorf, I think. We could look at diplomacy. I'm not going to. We could. It's an option. What are we going to give you? Kind of like Frenzy for the Saber Tusks. Do we have any? Oh, we do. Lovely. Let's have another Gorger. We're in range to hit Akendorf, and because of course we're ogres, we can already kick down walls anyway. We could spend some food. Jesus, that's actually... How much food can we spend? Oh, we could literally spend all of it to get... Whoa! Holy fuck! I mean, I don't really want to do that. I mean, that's not very good. Times 3? Maybe go with 4? I mean, that's speed 8%. Maybe 5. 10%. Yeah, let's go for a 10% bonus across the board. Skrag could be a bit quicker, even though I'm looking at cauldron around. Still, he's a lot more interesting as a lord than Goldtooth, who just looks fucking stupid. I've never really liked Goldtooth as a character. He just seems kind of boring. He's basically Batman. His superpower is being rich, which is not actually that interesting of a superpower. He's just loaded and that's it. Anyway, as ogres, we can smash through walls. Gorgers, for some reason, are better at smashing through walls. I don't know why. They're a lot better. I mean, significantly better. Why are they so much better? I'm not sure. But either way, we do actually get an ability to smash through walls. I'm assuming that's because ogres obviously don't have much good infantry, which means we do need to smash through walls. So that gives us more options of smashing through walls. So that just kind of makes sense. Anyway, so we're going to utilise that. Because, you know, it makes it quicker to smash through a wall. There we go. And that's a freebie. Then we can get inside the city, can't we? Nice. Oh, as I said, the Gorgers are actually quite quick at smashing through walls. Which means we're now through three wall sections. Go us. So we're going to push through into the city proper. Going to try and take out those crossbows, because I told my boys to attack them and they just sort of didn't. There we go. That's the stuff. That's the vibe we're looking for. Okay, you boys are still smashing your way through. You're still working. We almost got the gate down. Some walls going there. The kitty cats have actually managed to, well, not actually break through the gates, but they did manage to get through via the fact that they opened the gate and they just walked through, which of course is a bug that's been in the game for quite some time. But it's a bug that is not so much a bug as just the way the game works. And I do believe that every time someone says, when are you going to fix the gate bug, a Creative Assembly developer does die. So don't say that. I did actually ask them once to say, do you wince every time someone, and they said yes, we do. It's not something we like talking about. It's like, fair enough. I guess the problem is, how do you fix something that's baked into the game engine without trying to circumnavigate it? And that never particularly works very well because they circumnavigated so much shit in this engine. Okay, we've got these are summoned gorges? They are the summoned gorges. Yes, lovely. We've basically got these guys locked down now, as we have our gorges that managed to get through the wall, ripping their way through these spearmen. Yep, they may be anti-large, but they're not anti-large enough. And then we've got some lovely man sandwiches over here, as gorges and ogres pummel them into jam. Eeny, meeny, miny, I'll occupy, but, you know, it just gets turned into a level 4 settlement, doesn't it? Yay, province secure. Right, what do we want to do? We got more control and, I guess, growth. I guess growth is probably what we want to do. Kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Get some more catos. Quite like the catos. Right, who are we going to fight next? Right, well, I suppose we should really look at the victory conditions. So, because I'm using the victory conditions overhaul mod, which makes victory conditions good, it does mean that we get various different options about how we can win the campaign. So we got Route 1, Pilgrim of the Moor. As Skrag feeds the bloody corpse of a Sartosan vampire into his Moor cauldron, he is suddenly overcome with an all-consuming vision. A gaping whirlpool in the centre of the ocean, ravenously devouring the very lifeblood of the earth. His curiosity piqued, the Moor that walks leads his tribe on a dangerous pilgrimage to seek out this new god. So we need to get meat for the cauldron, offer a total of 200 meat to the Great Moor, currently 15%. We need to win the following battle, Cauldron of the Great Moor, and we need to control the following two settlements, the Moorgate and the Galleon's Graveyard, which of course is the big old whirlpool. So that's right. So I guess he thinks that maybe... So where's the Moor? The Moor, this is like the mouth, and then this is like... This is the other the moist other end, the moist bottom hole potentially. So we do that and we acquire more, which means the offer to the Great Moor cost is reduced. We get Tide Cool for the faction leader, cooldown reduction for the Moor, winds of cost magic reduction for Tide Cool, and also for the Moor. Nice. Secondly, we've got the Age of Ogres. Skrag leads his ravenous tribe west through the lands of the southern realms and into the verdant pastures of Bretonnia. Though there are many foes on this journey, soon to become meat for the Moor Cauldron, there are many potential allies as well. So we need to destroy the following factions: the Border Princes, Clan Angrund, Dilia, Estalia, Carcassonne, and Corone. And we need to control at least two of the following: Sartosa, Skaven Blight, Massive Orcal, and the Oak of Ages. We'll get the new Ogre Kingdom, which gives us camp growth for all camps, quite nice. Camp limit increase, speed for faction leader. We also get blood greed for the Lord's army, which is very nice. Good. And finally, we got Route 3. The Gorgers grow tired of the scrawny border princes and hunger for new prey in the Badlands. The dwarves and greenskins fight for dominance. Their well-marbled forms would undoubtedly roast up well in the Moor Cauldron. To the west, through the Blackfire Pass, the lands of the Empire are ripe for plunder, and the cloying scent of vampiric blood wafts from the north. Skrag closes his eyes and prays to the Godmouth for guidance. So we need to control either Kazakarak or Altdorf. And four of the following: Black Crag, Karakik Peaks, Morgheim, Galbaraz, Piffeldorf, Nuln, Castle Drakenhof, and Marienburg. And that will give us well-fed, which increases our camp limit, armour for Gorgers, missile resistance for Gorgers, speed for Gorgers, and also hero recruit rank for Butchers. So we got some options here. Now, the main problem for completing all three of them is the fact that we need to get the Moorgate over here, and that's quite far away from where we are currently, especially if we want to get to Galleon's Graveyard. So, I think the best option is maybe to head west, send an agent east, see if we can, like, link up with someone over here and pay them to be friends so we can get that as a military alliance, and then secure the rest ourselves. So, I think what we're going to do is probably sort of head this way, and then Galleon's Graveyard. We're going to find the moist butthole, and we're going to set up camp around it, I guess. Potentially. Anyway, we'll do something like this. You are going to get upkeep reduction for Saber Tusk. Yes, please. I like the Catos, and I like them cheap. Good. Good. I think we've got a plan. Gonna mop up the Border Princes and head westward, and we're gonna sort of like maybe go. We'll go through Skaven Blight, up around Estalia, up into Bretonnia, and then maybe head east. By that point, we should have a lot of stuff. We can then head east into the Empire and sort of just rampage. Got Camp Puddle. Okay. So, having done the right, we want to put camp down ideally. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to head in this direction. And we're going to poop out a camp. Poop. We pooped a camp. So, I believe that we now have the ability to move these camps. These guys are kind of like black arcs, with the difference that they actually... do the camp guys actually get a skill tree? I get the sneaky suspicion they probably don't, but I can't remember. I just know that camps are pretty bad in general for the ogres. More income generated, please, because they don't. They're really hard to defend. More weapon strength sounds pretty good. Income from building. We'll go weapon strength. They're hard to defend, and also they can't like run away if they're in trouble. So basically, you're screwed. Which means there's basically a lot of issues with camps. Not to mention the fact that they're not impossible to defend because the actual battle maps are awful if you're an ogre. I don't know why they decided to make the camps awful to defend for a race that is going to defend them. It was a bold strategy. I don't think it paid off. Very odd choice in general, personally. The settlements are easier to defend. Like, the minor settlements are easier to defend. The camp is just an absolute fucking clusterfuck. Like, I don't know what they were thinking. There's some very... The ogres in general have a lot of very confusing choices. They're quite thematic, but not very sort of... Can we not... How do we... Can we not move? How do we move? How do we move? It says recruit when you're not recruiting. Oh, you can, oh, I see. You can move, but you right. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. So you can only move as an ogre camp. You can't switch out to stop. Right, I'm with you. Okay, so you can only move a little bit, but actually that's kind of fine. I'm kind of okay with that. That's fine. I'm pretty happy with that. I am. So we can only move a little bit, but we can move, and that is really useful. It's weird that they made the ogre camp so limited when they've got black arcs, which effectively do the same thing, but the ogre camp's significantly more important for the ogres. Now, they've also got the contracts as a mechanic, but the contracts are really bad as well. Basically, all of the ogre mechanics are... There's definitely there's like the bones of an idea there, but just that. Just decaying bones. And that's it. That's all you've got. There's no meat to them. There's no meat to those mechanics. Things like the big names, the camps, the contracts, meat. All of these things are very bare bones, which is very odd. I'm assuming they must have like ran out of time for Warhammer 3. That's the only thing I can think of. Because otherwise, it would suspect that they don't know what they're doing. I know that's not true. Right, they've done a load of really cool stuff. It's very odd that they've done the ogres so dirty, in my opinion. So very dirty. Okay, Peri Victory, that's not too bad. We could spend like 5 food to give us a little bit of extra. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. How many missile units they have? Actually, not that many. That's fine, because we can kill the infantry. That's not the problem. It's killing those missile units that's the issue. Question: is the AI corner camping me? Is that what he's doing? It definitely feels like he's corner camping. He's definitely corner camping. This is bullshit. This is the kind of thing I'd do, not you. You don't get to do this. You're fucking corner camping me. What a dick. Anyway, so we're going to use our front ogres to attack the front, and then we've got the gorges here. We're going to sneak in around behind and try and kill off those crossbows, ideally. It should be said though that with 40 melee attack and 90 weapon strength, not to mention the nice bonus versus infantry, we should be fine. Ooh, that's a lot of jam. So as we maul our way through the frontline infantry, our gorges are now heading towards those crossbows. We've got a breach in the line. What's their speed? 62. It's not bad. More gorges being summoned in. However, it looks like the infantry line has shattered already. As our gorgeous move in to take out those crossbows. Crossbows desperately trying to reposition themselves. The left flank of the Empire line has folded in and is trying to cut off our right flank. But seeing as the rest of their army has literally disintegrated, we can just move everyone in to help. Oh, little bursts of flavour there. As state troops explode. This is why I love fighting the Empire. They're so goddamn juicy. Little water balloons. Okay, repositioning. We do still have our Saber Tusk pack held in reserve, just in case we need them. You can see our boys now moving in. Just squelching state troops left, right and centre. Look at them go. It's so satisfying. It's so satisfying fighting the Empire. They're so goddamn bland and vanilla-y. It's delicious. I'm going to give them a good fisting as well. Ooh, that's got a sting. That has got to sting. Causes a lot of damage and breaks a large portion of what's left. Here comes what's left of the army piling in. Not that the Empire has much left. Okay, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
It's ours now.
It is ours now. That's right. I wish there was a way to make the because already this camp is basically we're already moving further than the camp's kind of useful for. But never mind. Whatever. We want growth, don't we? No. Camp growth. There we go. There we go. That's what we want. That's what we want. That's what they want. Okay, we'll grab some of that stuff. Some of that stuff. And we will... what does Toothcracker do? Armor, missile resistance, meh. Brain Gobbler is leadership. I mean, I guess it could be useful breaking stuff. Heal per second when casting. I mean, I will take that one. I mean, physical resistance and missile. He's a big boy. He's a big old boy. He's a big lad. Okay, more mobility. Yes, please. Mobility and ooh, Vanguard deployment for those boys. Yes, let's do that. Let's do that. Right. Well, the Border Princes still have a bunch of stuff.
Not likely.
Well, you do a little bit just down here. Myrmidons, Verdenos, Argyle, and good grief, what's going on over here? This is like vampire stuff. Like in this, this looks moist. Should this be this moist? Is Tilia this moist? It looks very moist. I don't know. Not sure about how moist that looks. Anyway, doesn't matter. We'll worry about that next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.